Hi, this is Heather Picken, and welcome to the Woman on Fire Entrepreneur Podcast. How to break through anything, become unstoppable, and be profitable. Learn how to align your mind. Yeah, I call that activating your money mojo. Market to your ideal clients and make money doing what you love. Tired of struggling and trying to figure things out? Do you tend to stop when things get tough? Well, I'm here to steer the ship out of the sea of overwhelm so that you can attract money and success in your business now. Grab your favorite beverage, let's fire it up, get inspired, and live life at your highest potential. Here's Heather with her co-host Chihuahua, Frankie Lee. Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Woman on Fire Entrepreneur. My name is Heather Picken. I'm your host, and I love gathering women entrepreneurs, women that have a big mission and purpose in helping you to get your business out there in a big way so that you can make an impact and, of course, really create the lifestyle that you love. And I have my guest today, Terri Levine. So, Terri, thank you so much for being my guest today.
I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
And before we go into today's topic, I was wondering if you could share briefly with our viewers and our listeners a little bit about what you do and how you help people.
Sure. I am a business consultant and a business coach, and I really help people get connected with their heart. And I call it Heartrepreneur, actually, Heather. So what we do is we do the inner game of getting connected with your heart to do business with the outer tools to double and triple your business.
I love that. I think that's so powerful. And, you know, one of the things we're talking about today is getting your message out there, really making an impact using social media, because I know nowadays, if you're not on social media, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have a plan, forget about growing your business, forget about making an impact. And I know we're going to be talking about that today. So let's kind of start with the basics here, because I think a lot of people have a misconception on what they should be doing, what social media really is, and they're really overwhelmed. So let's start with, I want to start with the mistakes that you find people are making and getting their message out there and their mission when it comes to social media. So let's start there.
Okay. What I find is that a lot of people have said, oh, I have to use social media. And so they're trying to use everything. They're doing a little Twitter, a little LinkedIn, a little Facebook, even some Instagram. They're all over the place. There's no consistency in their message. There's no consistency in their brand. And they don't know what to post. They don't know what to put out there. And they're putting out a lot of sales messages. And the truth of the matter is, while I make a lot of money on social media, I don't sell on social media. And when you try to sell on social media, you repel your audience instead of magnetize your audience to you.
I love that. So I really want people to get this right now is don't sell. I do see that a lot. They're buy this and buy that and, you know, hurry now and hurry fast. And people don't like that. And so let's go into the other piece of, you know, what I call drowning in the sea of overwhelm, because let's face it, there's so many different platforms coming out there. You have your existing platforms of using Facebook, you know, which people are pretty accustomed to, but how do you really navigate, help people get around, you know, you don't have to use everything, or what's your approach? What's your philosophy?
Okay, great. So my philosophy is you pick one form of social media and you use one thing. You can connect other channels to it if you choose. It's one thing. If you're a business looking to do business with business, you probably have thought LinkedIn was the right thing. And I'm here to tell you it's not. It's great for getting a job. Some of you may think, oh, Twitter is the right thing. And I'm just going to tell you, in my experience, it's lovely. However, the people that I know who are making serious money, and I'm a social media master, we all make our money on Facebook. Instagram is up and coming. It's good to be connected to, but I'll just tell you, if you learn to use Facebook correctly, especially now with Facebook Live, and you use that correctly, you spend 20 minutes a day, that's all, Monday through Friday, 20 minutes doing the right things on Facebook, you can make a lot of money and get a lot of the right red hot prospects ready to do business with you.
I love that. I love the whole idea about, yes, having a plan, being very strategic, not being all over the place, because I think a lot of times people get really overwhelmed. So let's just say someone is new to their business, because we have people that are watching this and listening to this, some people that are seasoned and other people that are just starting out. So what would be maybe the one or two things that people should be doing if they're brand new in their business?
Great question. So the first thing is set up a Facebook business page and a personal page. You can have a personal page for your friends and family where you're going to put all your family photos. Have another personal page. Have another personal page. That one is going to be where you connect with people who are most interested in doing business with you. Your business page is going to be the page that's the nice front that tells people who you are and makes your business credible and real. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be from your Facebook personal page. It's not for your friends and family, but it's for the personal people who want to engage you, where the money comes in. So that's the first thing you want to do. Set both of those up and make sure that they look similar, because you want to have the same branding. That's a good place to start.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You know, I know personally, I get a lot of people contacting me on my personal page, and business pages are, unless you're advertising on Facebook, are kind of irrelevant, you know, at this point. And what about your philosophy with Facebook groups? Because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of opportunities out there, kind of some do's and don'ts when it comes to that.
Oh, I'm glad you asked me. So I just got this just 5 minutes before you and I connected. Somebody added me to 6 groups. Don't add people to groups. It's not good etiquette. However, I do want you to start one group. One group that's your exact niche target audience. Start a group and name it whatever your niche is. So if you were going to do female realtors, name it that. So people who are searching it can find that. And in that group, post value once a day, Monday through Friday, a valuable tip, a valuable idea, and make it a post people need to comment on, so you start to have an interactive group. The second point, Heather, about groups is join as many groups as that have your target audience. Your ideal target audience, literally, they're sitting on Facebook. They're hungry. Join the groups and just add value, good content once a day. That's all.
Yeah, I like that tip. And I do see, if we're looking at mistakes, I will see people in groups just spamming people, like you were saying before, not to put out your offers, because it's more about giving value and you being the expert there.
Exactly. So on the groups, think this way: before you post anything, always say to yourself, am I adding value? Is this something that somebody who might want to hire me or buy my products or services would find valuable? If the answer is yes, post. Otherwise, no.
Right. Because you just don't want to post something to post something. You really want to post something that would be of value and service to other people.
Absolutely. And read other people's posts. Read what other people are saying, not just like what people are saying. Likes don't even count on Facebook. Shares and comments count. So if you read something and you go, that's awesome, share it. If you read something and you go, I can make a valuable contribution, not a sales contribution, but I can make a valuable contribution, comment. You have to be engaged on Facebook, not just sitting there looking at it.
Mm-hmm. Not looking at cat videos.
Exactly.
Because it can suck you in. I know a lot of people, they're in Facebook land, whether it be on their phone or their desktop, and they get sucked in. And I like what you said about having a strategy. Only do it for 20 minutes. You have to be there on all day. I used to be guilty of that. Just I go through cat video, cat. I want to watch this, and it could be a huge distraction. So do it very strategically in your business.
Yes, otherwise it truly can be an energy drain and a time suck. So I'll set a timer. I'll say, okay, I'm going to post on my personal page. I'm going to post in the group that I have, and I'm going to scan the other groups and see what's being talked about. And I have 20 minutes to do it. And I have a system every single day at a certain time. I spend my 20 minutes, and that's it. Then I close it down.
Right. I think that's really smart. And what else, what else do you think is important when it comes to, putting yourself out there in social media? Like, for example, I'll notice some people that, and I find this really interesting, they'll be swearing in their posts or videos. And I was just kind of, thinking what your thoughts are on that and how you're projecting your brand.
Great question. So I look at Facebook as when I'm doing, same thing, when I'm doing a television appearance. Okay. So if you've never been on TV, just pretend you're on TV. Are you going to get on national television and get interviewed and be inspiring and positive and uplifting? Or are you going to get on there talking about what you ate for breakfast or throwing up information about buy my product and service of people? And or would you be swearing and cussing like that on TV? We're not in your home. I want you to understand it's the same as broadcasting on television. It's a huge audience. So be your best. Be authentic. My word, Heartrepreneur, means you're always connected heart to heart with people. You're coming from your place of integrity and authenticity. If you tell me that in business, authentically, you walk around swearing all the time, I'm not sure what kind of business you're in. I don't think you'll last all that long. Be authentic, be genuine, and also know you have a wide audience on Facebook. Everybody might like the swear words, so I recommend caution. Same with stay away from politics, please.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Unless you want to dive in there, and because everyone has their own viewpoint, and that's another great conversation about what things that you should put out there, what you shouldn't put out there. So, like I'm thinking, anything that would be politics, not bringing that up because everyone has their own view, and they're not going to agree with you. I would also say, sensitive subjects, maybe religion, any other subjects. I would also say, would you agree, like getting too personal? Because I see some people that are ranting on their personal Facebook page. They've got a business page connected to that. And if you're ranting in a way that is not making you look favorable, then people are going to be like, what's up with this person?
So glad you mentioned the ranting thing. So a lot of people rant on Facebook, and then some of them say, it's going to be a rant, and they let you know. You know what? Facebook is television. It's not you getting on and ranting, and because you're given a public forum, it doesn't mean that's how you use it. So I'm going to just ask everybody to think carefully. What kind of message do you want to put out there that makes you and your business look in the best light? People don't need to know that you just had an argument with your spouse or your sister or whatever. They don't need to know that. You wouldn't get on TV and Katie Couric say, so, how was your day? Oh, let me tell you. You wouldn't rant. So do the same thing. And if you really feel like I got to rant, I got to share it, go write an email and then delete it. That's my best advice.
I love that. It's funny because I will do once in a great while, I'll do my little rants, but they're very, very simple. They don't hurt anyone, but I find a lot of people will have a lot of negative energy. They'll put it out there like they're an open book for their entire life. And I think that can be very dangerous. So yes, listen to what Terri and I are saying about, your brand, even on your personal page, because all of that stuff, all of that information goes out there in cyberland and people can find that. So you really have to be careful.
Yeah, and not only that, I don't know if people really read what they sign up for when they sign up for Facebook. Facebook owns anything you've ever put up there. So even if you say, oh gosh, that was kind of dumb, Facebook owns that content, okay? It's owned. So it can be used, by the way, in any way they choose to at any time. Think before you just go up and post something. You cannot get that back. Imagine you're on live TV and you just said something and you go, oops, I wish I didn't say that. It's too late. So I always equate it to live TV, as you can tell, Heather.
Yeah, no, I think that's very smart. Now, let's talk about putting yourself out there, branding yourself out there to really stand out, in, we'll say, in Facebook world. What do you find are some of the biggest things that can really help, inspiring entrepreneurs or people wanting to go to the next level? Because, one of the things that I'm seeing is that, the market of the coaches, consultants are primarily who I work with, and I know that you work with, it can be harder for people to really get traction, or maybe that's in their perception. So what would you say to those people to get their message out there so that they're really standing out?
Very good question. So there's two things. First, you have to have what I call a core unique positioning statement. Core unique positioning statement. What that means, it's not a USP, it's not a unique selling proposition. It means what's the core benefit that you deliver, to who, to which audience, and how do you do it uniquely? And it's a sentence. It's one sentence. You want to use that in your branding over and over and over again, repeatedly. And I have to tell you that you must use Facebook Live. You must use it. And some of you may not have it yet. You will. We'll all have it soon. So I got it in the beginning. And I don't care if you have a small audience. I had a client who started and she's like, Terri, I have 10 viewers. And I said, keep doing it consistently. And now within, I think it's 3 weeks, she's up to an average of 115, 120 viewers. It's the best way to get your message out. Remember, no selling. Just get there and add value. Think of something you could do, teach, share, show, demonstrate. And by the way, make them about 20 minutes because people see them at different times in their stream. So if you're on for 20 minutes, you'll capture a lot of people. And I have to tell you, it's a great way to get people to raise their hands, get in the conversation. It's not that hard. Coaches, consultants, authors, speakers, trainers, you can all get a lot of clients using Facebook the correct way.
I love that. And I love what you're saying about the Facebook Live, because I've been using that and looking at it like, wow, this is really powerful, and some of the things that they're rolling out. So, Facebook is not going away. So the best thing, we've been saying with this whole interview is to have the strategy, time yourself, have a theme, being authentic. And one of the last things I want to talk about, and I know you're really huge on, is being authentic, coming from your heart, but also having your mission aligned to your vision, and not stopping when you get stuck, when things come in the way. So what is your mindful practice that you use on a daily basis to not only help yourself, but help your clients as well?
Oh, I love that question. Thanks for asking. So every day, the first thing I do before my feet hit the ground is I just give gratitude. Everything that I'm grateful for. I lay in bed and I say, what am I grateful for? I'm certainly grateful to open my eyes. What else? What else? What else? The second thing that I do is I set my daily intentions. How do I want my day to feel? How do I want to experience it? I don't have to-dos. Your to-dos are done when you're done and in the grave. I don't like to-dos. Instead, I say, what do I want to feel? What do I want to experience? And I set my daily intentions. I almost script my day with all my feelings. And the final thing I do is called my delegations. I delegate it all to the universe. Okay, universe, here's what my script looks like. Here's my intentions. Let's go. Make it happen. Let it flow. And I'll tell you what, that little process, I've been doing it for about 20 years. It's magical for me, and my clients love it as well. So gratitude, intentions, delegations.
I love that. And I totally agree, because, having your own business for a lot of people can be very overwhelming. They get stuck, they get in their own way, but having that mindful process. So not only having a marketing process, but also having a mindful process. I think that's really important, finding something that works for you. And I love what you said about the gratitude, because when you're grateful for things, you receive, you put yourself in that position of receiving more, instead of someone saying, well, I really need money, coming from the need, I really need clients. And as you know, that is just, taking you away from being that attraction magnet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll just tell you, it may sound like such a simple process. Do it. Do it for 90 days. And I guarantee you it's life-changing. It really is.
I love that. Terri, this has been really inspiring and helpful for everyone that's watching, taking some of the strategies that you mentioned today with social media, with Facebook Live, and creating a plan. And before we go, is there anything that you want to leave our viewers and listeners right now, if you have a free gift or your last comments and thoughts here?
Sure. I love to leave free gifts, and so I am. I'm giving you a free chapter of my best-selling book, Turbocharge: How to Transform Your Business as a Heartrepreneur. And that first chapter will really kickstart you. And that's at heartrepreneur.com, Heartrepreneur.com.
Awesome. And we also have that in the show notes link, so you can look below and grab Terri's offer. Well, Terri, thank you so much for being my guest today.
It's been a blast. Thanks, Heather.
And I just want to thank everyone that's watching us here over on YouTube. If you have not watched us, if you're over on iTunes, make sure that you check over on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Heather Picken. And as always, if you can rate, review, and subscribe to the show, my mission and purpose is to empower millions of women entrepreneurs with their mission and purpose. So until next time, this is Heather Picken. Take care. So if you found this show to be helpful, please hashtag WOFE, that stands for Woman on Fire Entrepreneur, and subscribe to this show in iTunes and leave me a review. I want to know how these shows have helped you. I also want to know the number one thing that you're struggling with the most in your business. Every week, I give away complimentary sessions to help you get it clear on your next steps and to activate your money mojo. You can learn more about my work if you go to www.heatherpicken.com.